Chibi was around 10 days old when she was found. So it was just lying on the floor, helpless. We couldn't find the nest, we couldn't find the parents. There were two birds on the ground and one was already dead.
Unfortunately, so we knew that Chibi needs help, but we had not much knowledge about birds.
And we had no plans on keeping Chibi. We didn't even give her a name. All we wanted to do was just to help the bird to live on its own.
Yeah, the beginning was quite interesting.
She was just eating basically from our hands, which doesn't happen always with small birds.
And Chibi was chirping a lot. She was screaming almost the whole day. She was tiny and we thought that she's cold, so we tried to keep her warm all the time, either in our hands or like we made a cozy nest for her.
When she was young, you could hold her in your hand and she would fall asleep, and it was the most beautiful thing you can imagine. We live in an apartment, we don't have a garden. We did not want to put a bird in the cage because birds do not belong in cages. No animal belongs in a cage, so
as soon as she starts to fly, she will be released and have her freedom.
There was no plan for her to become part of the family. When time went on, Chibi was showing enormous progress. It was great seeing her grow up and develop, and so one day she started flying. And when we saw her flying, we said, well, that's it, time for her to go out. And we went out, tried to release her, and
she came back.
She refused. She came back. We realized that she was already heavily imprinted. Maybe we didn't do the rehabilitation progress correctly. It was probably our fault that she became imprinted. We could not leave Chibi in the wilderness. She was already too dependent on humans. And that's when we decided that she has to stay with us, with the condition that she can have all the freedom she wants. So that's why we go out every day, and almost every day. And she flies around, she goes up to a tree, she hangs around with other birds, she says hi to neighbors, so she can be as free as possible, but also we can take care of her.
And we try to provide the safe that she needs.
Maybe if we were to change something, we would make Chibi bigger, so she would be more safe. It's not all fun and games when you have a little sparrow on your shoulder and you go out. In the end of the day, it's worth it because Chibi is happy and we are happy, and we wouldn't want it any other way.
Chibi loves to explore.
She's not your everyday sparrow, for sure. When there's raining outside, wild birds look for shelter, right? They do not want to be wet, but Chibi likes to be wet. And she jumps around in the puddles and enjoys the rain.
Like now, Chibi is wet because she took a bath in the aquarium and she wants to rest in the hoodie. She likes to stay next to us, either on our laps or in our hoodies.
She's constantly on the move, snooping around, doing bird stuff, but whatever she does, she mostly hangs around with us. She's quite attached to us. She likes to hang around when we cook, when Yanya is preparing dinner. Chibi is with her all the time.
Yeah, she's sitting on my shoulder, like watching the process.
Yeah, making sure that the dinner is
well cooked. And later on, when the dinner is served, Chibi is the first one at the table. She's angry if you don't feed her, if you eat something in front of her and don't share it with her.
In the morning, she wakes us up, she comes to bed, and we have to make sure that we don't squish her. Immediately when she wakes up, she says hi to us and sleeps a few more minutes on our pillow.
She likes to sing when you're taking a shower.
She likes to listen to the water. When there is water running, she starts singing, and it's really interesting.
When she's annoyed, she sometimes makes like really loud and different types of sound.
Yeah, it's like a machine gun, when she's angry. In time, we learn to decipher her calls. We kind of know when she's hungry, when she's sleepy, when the sun goes down. It's like a werewolf or vampire. Her behavior really changes when the sun goes down.
Because if we annoy her, she becomes a bit aggressive. and she tries to peck us.
You have to be careful. You cannot play with her. Mostly you just have to leave her alone to do her stuff. She's mostly angry when she's tired.
Now we learned how to listen to her needs better. She finds a cozy place to rest and she just needs silence.
And then all of a sudden she comes to say hi. She just wakes up, has a burst of energy, 5-10 minutes, hangs out with us, and then goes back to sleep. The poops are everywhere. You see a poop, you pick it up. That's it. Nothing special. You pick them up as you see them. She's basically part of the family. She listens to music. She watches TV.
She brings so much happiness, so much joy and love to our home. We are so happy to have her, to share the life with her.
Our lives definitely are different.
And our lives changed for the better. That's what we're sure of.
10 out of 10 would do it again.